Hello! Hi, so, haha. It's been a bit. Greetings, I am here. I hope everybody has had a good Christmas. And also, I would like to apologize because I haven't been live in 2 weeks. Oops. Genuinely though, I didn't mean to not stream for 2 weeks, but I got hit by the procrastination station bug again. So that's my excuse. Also, I wanted to see the Sonic 3 movie and digest my thoughts on it a bit. I also had like a headache for 1 or 2 days, so that also contributed to it. But I am here today because I want to at least I want to stream this game and I want to finish Metroid Prime before the year is over. But hello, I hope once again I hope everyone has had a good Christmas. I had a pretty decent Christmas. It was good. It wasn't bad. There was nothing particularly bad about it. It was a fine Christmas. I got like 2 new games, one of which I'm actually very excited to start streaming soon because I never got around to it. It's Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which actually it's really cool. It came with I got the Xbox version, and it came with like a couple of stickers inside. I was not expecting it, and they're like really cool stickers too. I kind of want to wait until like to use them because they're actually really cool. Hang on. But yeah, I have that on the back burner for whenever I want to start playing that. But first and foremost, Sonic Movie 3. Now, you'll see in the title of the stream that it's going to be a spoiler-full review. I wanted to make sure, that all my thoughts are in one concise video, because I know that like when I went to go see Sonic 2 and then I subsequently played like The Binding of Isaac right after, my thoughts were everywhere. I didn't have any constructive things to say about the movie. It was just gibberish because I was like, I don't know what was going on through my head during that time, but I was just like, I was not making any sense whatsoever. So I just want to have one specific place for me to put my my thoughts on the movie in, instead of me playing the game and being distracted by 2 things all at once. Two things at once. Sorry. So that's why I'm doing this. Also, I wanted to just make sure that for people who haven't seen the movie, they are not necessarily spoiled, because I know that some people still have yet to see Sonic 3, and just at the very beginning, I just want to say, if you haven't seen the movie yet, go watch it. It's a whole lot better than the fucking Mufasa movie that's out right now, which I'm gonna talk about later. That's gonna be another thing later on. But yeah, all right. Let me move on over. There we go. Hello. You are now entering Sonic 3 Spoiler Zone, Act 1. Welcome. I'm going to have the Sonic Adventure music in the background because, I mean, it's really fitting. It's really fitting. So, let's start with how I felt with the movie overall. Okay, let's just start with that. This is a fucking amazing movie. This is an incredible movie. I love this movie to like the bottom of my heart. In fact, I want to go like see it again soon, whenever I can, because like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Now, why is it good? Keanu Reeves Shadow. That's what I'm gonna say. Keanu Reeves Shadow. No. All right. Let me get into the nitty-gritty of it. So, for people who aren't Sonic fans, right? This will be a decent enough movie. Like it'll have everything that you want. Jeez, what is audio? No, hang on. I'm trying to make sure that this is a good volume. That'll be fine. That's fine. Anyways, yeah, but for actual Sonic fans, this is like the biggest treat you could have ever gotten this year. Apart from, you know, like Shadow Generations, but like, holy shit. Holy shit. It's crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. First of all, let's just talk about Jim Carrey, right? He still kills it every single time in this movie. Like, oh yeah, that's a good Jim Carrey. I do think that hang on, I'll actually get to that point later. So let me start off from the very beginning. Where the like, I think the best part for me to start off is the helicopter scene, really, because like you have the start of the movie just trying to set up where you have like Tom in the cave, and then you have the race to celebrate Sonic's like Earth Day, you know. Oh right, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. I forgot about the the very beginning of the movie. It's probably going to happen a lot, but the prison island escape sequence. I noticed the little gun, like the little Omega figure on the desk there at the very beginning. That was a nice Easter egg, but also, God, Shadow the Hedgehog is so cool. I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's so cool. Every single scene he was on screen, I was just like, there he is. There is Shadow the Hedgehog. God, he's such a badass. But yeah, that prison escape sequence was really nice. Like, just teleporting all around and kicking ass with absolute ease. Jesus Christ. And then we go into the race, and then the birthday, and then Gunn comes around and then needs to pick up Sonic the Hedgehog and friends, Team Sonic, in order to deal with this unknown new threat. So they head on over to Tokyo, and they didn't have to. They really didn't have to, but the dialogue in the helicopter made me like super happy, because it was like, talk about low budget flights, no free food or movies. We're out of here. And I was like, oh, there it is. There's the dialogue. He said the thing! And jumping out of the helicopter, like, oh my god. Yes! That is my shit right there. Oh! And then Team Sonic drops down, and then they finally come face to face with Shadow, and of course Shadow just kicks their ass. Like, with no problem, because he's just that cool. I thought it was interesting that they didn't use like Shadow didn't use a Chaos Emerald to teleport, but I mean, it's a different continuity. It's like the movie version of things trying to do something different, but also trying to stick to the source material, which I appreciate. So it's fine. I'm not too opposed to it. I really like it. So, and then after the whole, oh well, yeah, right. Of course, Shadow had to get on a motorcycle and pick up a gun, which made me point and scream because, you know, Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game. There's also like I think there was a shot there that also referenced the opening CG of Shadow the Hedgehog with Sonic falling to the ground with Shadow right behind him. I mean, it looks very similar, but yeah, right after the whole fight, which was really, really cool, Tails suggested they go to a Chow Garden restaurant. I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, I guess you could fit in there, but you know who doesn't fit in there? The Gun Commander, who just appears out of nowhere. And that brings me to one of the criticisms of this movie. There's some plot points. There's some plot points that I'm not particularly a fan of. Like, I appreciate the Gun Commander coming in for exposition, right? But like, it doesn't really make a whole lot of like sense. Like, he would not be blending in at that area in his whole uniform, his whole gun uniform. You'd think at the very least he would go like incognito in order to meet up with like Team Sonic. No, he just goes in his whole uniform and then promptly dies after giving the exposition on Shadow. I like, okay, all right, cool, thanks, I guess. And of course, you have the whole like misinformation thing, where he gives the half of the security key for the Eclipse Cannon to Shadow, no, not to Shadow, to Sonic. And then the second in command, gun person, I don't know their name because I don't think it was ever said, but just says, "Oh man, I knew we shouldn't have trusted Team Sonic. I knew we shouldn't." Like, okay, cool. Where did this come from? Where did it? Okay, but all right. So they move on from that bit to chase after the mysterious motorcyclist that destroyed all the Eggman robots that tried to attack Team Sonic and consequently killed the Gun Commander, who turns out to be Agent Stone, not Dr. Stone. Wow. And they move into the Crab. It is now time for Crab. Like, you just have a crab in the ocean. I mean, that is usually where crabs are found. Don't get me wrong. So they find that Dr. Eggman is still alive, and he's watching soap dramas and being super fat and also super disgusting. So they find out that someone else has been taking control over the egg drones, and he gets pissed. And they start to work together in order to find this mysterious being. And I'm trying to think what happens like right after that bit. I think, like, he gets dressed, and then they get lured over to the... I think they get lured over to the abandoned gun base where Shadow was brought to. I don't remember if the flashback sequence happened there, but I just gotta say, I might be going ahead right now, but like the Maria and Shadow scenes made me like smile super big. It's just, oh, I was super surprised, by the way. I mean, I guess it makes sense because they don't want to have a child getting shot on the big screen. But yeah, the way they did Maria's death was a little bit different from the games, which is fine. Just have an accident and like explosions happen, and also it was Maria wasn't on the Ark. She was actually just on Earth. That's fine. I just really love their dynamic. It was so good. And then seeing that Shadow was just still struggling with all that pain is like, yes, please do not make him just simply one-note edgy. Please. I'm begging you, this character has more depth than just, I am the coolest. And I will never forgive anyone who was in this, like, murder of Maria or whatever. Because he's more than that. And this movie did so well with that. So then they move on to the, Wait a minute. Hang on. Sorry, I just got flashbang with this music. Wait, hang on. Sorry, oh wait, hang on. I didn't know this version existed. That's a leitmotif. Hang on. Anyways, I'm sorry. Let me continue. So, Sonic and team gets captured. Dr. Eggman meets Gerald Robotnik, which I don't know if he's evil. Like, in the game, I don't think he's evil in the games. Like, from his diary, he didn't seem evil. I'm going to say this, chat, and you're going to crucify me. I have yet to play Sonic Adventure 2. I've seen the story beats of Sonic Adventure 2, but I don't remember I haven't seen the game entirely. I need to play it at some point. I really do. Along with Sonic Heroes, I got flamed for not knowing that Rail Canyon was from Sonic Heroes in Shadow Generations. So that's that's a thing I gotta do at some point. But Eggman meets Gerald, and they team up along with Shadow to take control of an ultimate weapon that Gerald had been making in not in secret, in exchange for his release in prison. And Sonic, Team Sonic gets caught up and thrown into the vortex, the black hole. But just before that happens, they get shot into the ring and then get home, recruit Tommy and Maddie for the infiltration into gun headquarters for the other half of the Eclipse Cannon key, because the first half got stolen by Shadow. So they head on over, and they have a whole thing with the infiltration. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a hugest fan of the humans in these movies. My main thing I'm coming to see here is Sonic the Hedgehog and friends being cool and fighting off like Eggman or Shadow or thing I'm going to talk about later. But they infiltrate the gun tower. Find out it's already been infiltrated by the egg duo. We are the Eggmen. And then the Eggmen have like a dance-off in the laser grid that protects the vault. Which is, I mean, it's fine. It's just Jim Carrey and Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, right? I found it's really funny that they cast both Gerald and Dr. Eggman as Jim Carrey. But I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Absolutely not. But yeah, they have that dance off. Sonic shows up, and I'm doing like a lightning round of the movie. By the way, if you want to see the whole thing, go do it yourself. Hang on. Yeah, alright. They try and get through the vault, but it's protected by anti-gravity measures. Hijinks ensue, in which the gun commander comes in to nab the key, but a lot of gravity, Tails, Maddie, and Tom get caught. A lot of gravity hijinks ensue, and the break glass in case of emergency bit from Knuckles was really good, actually. I really enjoyed that one. Knuckles comes in to save the day. I shouldn't have turned on the SA2 soundtrack because I keep getting this flashbang by the Live and Learn riff. It keeps happening. Okay, all right. Anyways, so like they get out, right? And Tom disguises himself as the gun commander that died in order to get the piece of the key back from the second in command, which he does successfully, but then gets bodied by Shadow the Hedgehog, who has it out for the gun commander, by the way. And just kicks his ass, leaving him on the floor, not bleeding, because of course there's no bleeding in this movie, but just on the floor. And Sonic comes around and sees Tom on the floor, runs to him, and that just brings Shadow back to a flashback to what happened with Maria. Sonic gets super pissed as Shadow absconds with the key. Then the aftermath happens, where Tom is being escorted to the hospital via ambulance, and Sonic is super pissed. He's not thinking right, so he demands the Chaos Emerald, not the Master Emerald, from Knuckles, because at this point the Eclipse Cannon is already on its way up to the stratosphere. Knuckles, of course, disagrees, thinking that he's not he's being the reasonable one here. He's being the smart one here, realizing that Sonic is not thinking right, and he needs to calm down. And it nearly comes to blows, but eventually Knuckles relents and tells him where the Chaos Emerald is, and the Chaos Emeralds are. And this is another point of contention for me. I mean, it's a nitpick. It's a minor nitpick. I feel like Knuckles should have waited a little bit more for just thinking about it before saying, yeah, okay, all right, I understand. Here is where I have hidden the Master Emerald. But that's just a small little nitpick for me. A small, tiny little nitpick. But then it leads to a much larger nitpick for me, because apparently it's being guarded by none other as a mighty quote-unquote warrior, by the way, none other than Wade Whipple. Wade Whipple. So, I wouldn't mind Wade as much as a character if it weren't for the Knuckles TV series. Because that series really just made Wade's character so unbearable that it just bled over into the Sonic 3 movie. So upon seeing him play hockey with the Master Emerald, I was like, no, please, let's move on. Let's move. I mean, at the very least, I was happy that it was quick, because Sonic shows up, nabs the emeralds, and disappears to go and find Shadow, who's out in space. He rips him out of the space station, by the way, and drags him down to a battlefield to duke it out. And it's just the moment of Shadow knocking the Chaos Emeralds out of Sonic, and then using them himself to go super was like, oh, yes, it's happening. It's happening. Oh, it's about to happen. It's about to go down. And of course, Shadow beats every living hell out of Sonic, who then goes to go even further beyond when Shadow taunts him, knocking them both up into the moon. And before Sonic's about to deliver the final blow, he thinks about the words that Tom speaks to him in the cave, about what he can choose to be, and decides, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to become something that I will regret later. And then he has that heart-to-heart with Shadow, and it's just, oh, there's a thing that really hit me after the end of the movie. That I think there's a theory. It's a small theory, but just that Sonic is the reincarnation of Maria, and that just really that hurt hard because of the same things being said there on the moon. Just, man, it really got me. It really fucking got me, dude. So Shadow then realizes the kind of mistake he's made, and realizes that he needs to. Hang on, I'm trying to find something. There it is. Okay. He realizes that he needs to fix his mistake. So He gets up. He apologizes, and you know what starts playing as they do the Omega Dap? You know what starts playing? That's fucking right. That's fucking right. There we go. All right. I am just, at that point, I am hollering. I am hollering because it's just, they go super. And start to head on over to the space station. The Eclipse Cannon. Gun mechs start piling out by the dozens. And they just effortlessly melt through the entire arsenal while the song is playing, and I'm going absolutely monkey. I'm going monkey mode, like woo, woo, woo. It's like Autism Central where I am right now. It's like I'm going insane. See, this is on the big screen. This is a multi-million-dollar movie. I am mental. Seeing Sonic and Shadow kick ass on the big screen. Like, it's some of the best parts of the movie near the very end. Just, whoa. Oh. I mean, there is the part where Eggman and Ivo have their not Ivo, Gerald have their showdown with the nanomechs, which is not entirely too interesting, but I thought that Eggman would keep the what's it called, the quill that he got from Sonic to use later, but no, he just uses it while it's golden. Hits some Gerald in the ass, sending him into the Chaos Drive, killing him instantly. Hang on. And then they attempt to turn the Eclipse Cannon, which is already charged, by the way, from shooting into the Earth. With both Shadow and Sonic at the very the beam end of it, slowly moving it over to where the moon is. And yep, I heard many people say in the audience, he's pissing on the moon. I'm so glad they did that. That was so good. I'm pissing on the moon. And of course, I think this will be Jim Carrey's last movie, because Robotnik decides to save the world by being inside the Eclipse Cannon as it explodes, in order to try and give the Eclipse Cannon as much time as possible before exploding. And thus ends the tale of Shadow and Eggman, as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles falls to the end of the Earth, falls into the stratosphere, and end up safely in a grassy plain. The day is saved. Tom and Maddie make it out A-okay. They get to have that race for real at the end of the movie. And roll credits. Just, oh, what a movie. I did not explain it well at all. There were things I missed. There were things that I missed. Absolutely. But, just everything in that movie was so good that I'm so excited for Sonic 4 in, like, 2 years, I think? Just, how did we get here? How did we get here that Sonic the Hedgehog is a good movie? A good movie series? I don't know. But I'm so glad that we are here. I'm so glad that we're in the timeline where bullying the people over at Paramount to change their ugly-ass Sonic design. Which, by the way, hang on. Let me get something real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Save image. Save image. Here we go. No. Image 2. Alright, let me add this. Image. So, you know this shot right here, by the way? And the thing that Sonic says there, like, gotta go fast. You know what that shot is a reference to? It's a reference to this shot. Like, the framing is the exact same. Hang on. Look at that. It's the exact same pose. I guess they really did live and learn, huh? Alright. Okay. Alright. But yeah, that was a really good movie, and I can't wait to go see it again when I think it's like available, because I don't know if I'm going to buy another ticket, but just, man, if you haven't seen this movie, please. I mean, I did kind of spoil the entire movie, but Jesus Christ. And let's not forget about the post-credit scenes, because I was right. I was right. I was so right. I said it before I went to the movie that I said, okay, they did Shadow for the third movie, right? So of course there's going to be Metal Sonic for the antagonist for the next movie. And sure enough, there he is. He showed up, Metal Sonic, to try and kick ass against Sonic. Multiple Metal Sonics, actually. And I was just like, oh, I'm going crazy. But you know what I did not expect? I did not expect Amy Rose to show up, and that's when the entire theater went like crazy. I honestly was expecting that the theater would go crazy a lot more, but no. What? The only time the theater really went insane was when Amy Rose showed up. I was the vocal point. I was the person, the sole person, really, that was going hog wild over so much in this movie that is just like, okay, either I'm deranged, or the etiquette over here in theaters is like a lot more polite. I don't know. I would expect like a lot more for this movie. I might be weird. But anyways, I'm excited for Amy Rose and Metal Sonic in the next movie. And you know what? I'm calling it right now. Next Sonic movie is going to be about time travel. We are going directly to Sonic CD, baby. And you want to know why I know this? Is because of the the OST list of this movie. You want to know what the song, one of the songs of the OST list is? It's called Green Hill's Good Future. And if you play Sonic CD, you know exactly what that means. I'm making a prediction right now. That's what's going to happen. Quote me. You can, like, clip this and post it to me when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong. If. And that's a very big if. I'm going to double down on this. It's going to happen. It's going to be time travel. And I'm going to be so excited for it. Sonic CD, baby. Here we go. Sonic 4, 2027. Whee! Alright. Okay. Alright. I think I have done enough gushing about this movie. And just going about how much I love it. I want to see if there's anything else I forgot to mention. Cuz I did talk about it with a friend in a Discord channel. So hang on. Let me see if I can find my critiques. Oh right, yeah. Tails' VA direction at the very beginning was a little weird for me. It felt a little off. Like I didn't think it was his VA at first, but the more that Tails talked, the more I recognize. Okay, yeah, that's Tails' VA. But other than that, movie good. Go see it if you haven't. It's like dominating the Mufasa movie right now. It's very funny because like I saw an advertisement for the Mufasa movie, and you know what it said? Everybody is talking about the Mufasa movie. It's the #1 movie out there all the time. No! 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 You are lying! You are lying to everyone. Nobody wanted that movie. Sonic 3 is sweeping your ass, and you are too proud to deny it. In fact, they are hiding replies of Sonic 3 on their Twitter posts of the Mufasa movie because they know that they are being having their ass handed to them by this movie. It feels so good. It feels so good to have a shitty live action prequel to an animated movie eat dirt because Sonic the Hedgehog himself showed up and said, "Get better. L plus ratio." Plus didn't ask. Plus I'm faster. I'm the fastest thing alive. Alright. Okay. That'll... That's it. I think I'm going to... I've been talking about this movie for about nearly an hour. So I'm going to call it here. But, oh, yeah. Last thing I wanted to mention. The VA for everyone. Fantastic work. You guys did awesome. Thank you for the affiliate anniversary. I really don't know. I do not remember when my anniversary was, but apparently it is now. Yippee! I've been doing this for 4 years. Yay! Feels weird. Feels weird. All right. I'm going to move on to video games. So let me just put this away. There we go. I haven't seen any of the Sonic movies, but I've heard they're all good, better than anyone expected them to be. Yeah, the Sonic movies are great. The first one's fine. They played the first one safe. The second one is better, and the third one is the best of all of them. That's how I would rank them. But anyways, allow me to move on to gaming.